I know we're all still buzzing about that men's 1500 meter final last night. I know I'm still tired from that and the adrenaline was rushing, but we're already back here at Stade De France. Another morning session in the books on day 6, and to be honest, it was quite eventful. Let's begin with the men's 5,000 meter first round, where we saw just absolute chaos happen on the track. Let's begin with heat 1. We saw 4 or 5 bodies just falling to the ground. You know, it was a very tactical race, going out slow and then really ramped up over the final laps. We saw some athletes advanced by referee's decision into the final, so it will be a larger final. But the one guy that avoided all that chaos was Graham Blanks. He advanced out of that first round heat, and so he'll be an American in that final later on this week. Now in heat 2, we saw even more chaos, but unfortunately, Abdi Noor was one of the victims of that chaos. With 100 meters to go, he was in position to grab a qualifying spot to the final. However, he got tripped up in the pack and fell, so he will not be in that 5K final. Grant Fisher, though, however, bronze medalist in the 10K, bouncing back, looking pretty strong, just qualifying through to that final later on. Jakob Ingebrigtsen won that second heat after finishing 4th in that epic 1500 meters last night. More first round news in the 800 meters for the men, as we saw 2 Americans move on to the semis. You know, Bryce Hoppel, let's just say he was eager to get ready to go on the track. Last night after that 1500 final, he tweeted, and I quote, "Yo, get me out on the track right now." So he was ready to go. He easily advances, takes second in his heat. We also saw Hobbs Kessler, which I think we need to give a little bit of an appreciation post for this guy right now. 5th last night, 3:29 in that 1500 final. He comes back, gets the auto cue. Hobbs told the media afterwards that, hey, he was still had such an adrenaline rush after that final. He only got about 3 hours of sleep, but he came back this morning, got the job done, and so now he'll be moving on to the semis in the men's 800. However, Brandon Miller was not as lucky. He finished 8th in his first round heat in that 800, so he'll go to the repechage rounds, which will be taking place later this week. And then finally, we saw all the favorites in the women's 100-meter hurdle heats advance to the semis. You have all 3 Americans. You have world record holder Toby Amusan, the defending Olympic champion Jasmine Camacho Quinn, and they were fast heats. They were all moving this morning, and so we're excited to see what's to come in that event in the semis later on.